Hello, Susan Yasui here. So today I have chapter 22 from Through the Eyes of a Child, which is my daughter's and my book that we wrote many years ago from Through Her Eyes, which, was of the two cultures, mine being an American and her father's being Japanese. So this is this one focuses on the Japanese tradition. So it's chapter 22, and the title is My Head in Its Mouth. So my Japanese friends can guess what that must be about. Anyway, here we go. Already winter has arrived with its white, fluffy snow blanket covering my whole roof garden. I've been tending to my snowman up there with his carrot nose and pin cap eyes. It was just recently that I went to the Autumn Festival in my dad's hometown. I wasn't afraid this year when the big white-haired dragon tried to eat my head. Many mothers there stick their young child's head into the dragon's mouth, even with the baby screaming at the top of its lungs in complete terror. I guess the parents don't worry because they know the dragon isn't real, but we kids don't know that when we're young. We think we're going to be eaten alive. Luckily for me, my mom asks me first every year whether I want my head stuck into that big mouth. I've always said no, holding onto my mom's skirt for dear life, afraid that my dad might really believe it would bring me good luck to stick my head in there. But this year was different. I'm brave now. I watched the Paul Newman movie, Nobody's Fool, where Paul Newman teaches his grandson how to be brave. Since then, I've been trying it, like when I have to go upstairs by myself when none of the lights are on. So I put my head right into that big, ugly dragon's mouth this year, and nothing bad happened. Maybe it even brought me some good luck. I also took part in the Wild Boars Child's Festival around my house here in the city. We had to get up at 6 o'clock in the morning when it was still dark to don our blue and white happy coats. When my mom was a child, her Japanese doll was wearing a happy coat, but she thought it meant the doll was happy when she wore it. We then went marching around the neighborhood to the sound of the drums while beating a big rock on the ground to wake up the gods. They're still asleep at 6 o'clock a.m. The idea is to let the gods know that we kids are here, so they will bring us health, strength, and smarts, better known as the ability to pass the infamous examinations. The neighborhood leader told us not to worry that it looked like it would rain on the child's festival that morning. He said that in 48 years it has never rained during this festival in our little community. That must be from wearing those happy coats. He also told me that at the first festival held on December 22nd, 1951, there were so many families involved that there was lots of money left over. The neighborhood group donated it to the Hiroshima War Victims Hospital. Our group leader still has the receipt of that donation. My mom and dad are celebrating something tonight too. Maybe it's the snow. They are drinking hot sake and eating peanuts. They said they used to do that on cold winter nights when they first met and the snow was falling outside, and they were glad to have the warm kotatsu and hot sake cups to curl their cold fingers around and each other. There is a 24-hour convenience store near here that we, in my family, call the pajamas store. That is not because the store sells pajamas, but because my parents used to go there for more peanuts in the middle of the night in their pajamas. My mom was fairly skeptical the first time my dad said, "Let's go," without changing back into his wear outside clothes. But when they stepped into the little store, there were several other customers in their pajamas, clopping through the aisles in their slippers at 1 a.m. Oh. Not to be left out tonight, my mom heated up some apple juice for me. She added slices of orange, some cinnamon and nutmeg, and put it in a sake cup so that I could join in too. This feels like a memory in the making, sitting with my two favorite people in the whole world, the snow falling outside and my hands keeping warm around my cup of hot apple juice. Oh, that's a sweet one. But I have a photo that I found recently. Many of my Japanese photos are still in America, so I don't have them to share, but I have this one for you. And this is at the hometown festival. You can see way on the left-hand side, you can see the monster with the white hair and kind of the look on my daughter's face as she holds tight onto my hand. Here, check this out. Let me see how close I can get. Okay, you see that white hair on the left side there, and my daughter and myself. Now, is that still left for you? Oh, it's not. Oh, the white-haired guy is, well, I don't know how it shows up on the video, but right now on the screen, it looks like the monster is on the right-hand side with my daughter. Not quite sure what to think of that guy. At any rate, there you are. Thank you so much, and I look forward to seeing you for the next chapter. All right, bye-bye.